Title: The Last Stand of Humanity. Chapter 1: The Arrival. In the year 2150, Earth was a bustling hub of technological advancement and cultural richness. Humanity had united to face a myriad of challenges, from climate change to interstellar exploration. But nothing could prepare them for the arrival of the Draconians, a warlike alien race that sought to conquer and enslave any species they deemed inferior. The Draconians descended upon Earth in massive ships, their technology far surpassing anything humans had developed. Cities fell under siege, and hope waned as they ruthlessly executed anyone who dared to resist. Humanity faced extinction. Chapter 2: The Resistance. In the midst of despair, a coalition formed. Survivors from around the world banded together, not as nations, but as humans. They called themselves the Resistance. Among them was Captain Sarah Mitchell, a former military officer known for her strategic brilliance and indomitable spirit. She rallied her troops, a motley crew of soldiers, scientists, and civilians, determined to fight back. "Listen up," she shouted in a makeshift command center. "They think we're weak because we haven't been a warrior race. They don't know us. We have creativity, adaptability, and something they'll never understand: our will to survive. We fight not just for ourselves, but for every human being who has ever lived." Chapter 3: The First Strike. With guerrilla tactics and innovative technology, the Resistance launched a series of surprise attacks against the Draconians. They used drones and repurposed alien technology, turning the invaders' weapons against them. The first major battle took place in New Chicago, where Sarah led an ambush that dismantled a Draconian supply line. As explosions rocked the city, Sarah and her team fought valiantly. Her second-in-command, Lieutenant Marco Reyes, secured the area with a squad of snipers. "We're holding them back," he shouted, his voice barely audible over the chaos. "Not for long," Sarah replied, scanning the horizon. "We need to disrupt their command structure." Chapter 4: The Turning Tide. Word of the Resistance's victories spread like wildfire, igniting hope across the globe. More civilians joined the cause, bringing fresh ideas and resources. Scientists developed a new energy weapon using a mix of draconian technology and human ingenuity. It was named the Sunburst, and its first test would take place at the Battle of Los Angeles. On the eve of the battle, Sarah addressed her forces. "Tomorrow, we take back our home. They think we're just a nuisance, but we're about to show them the strength of humanity. We're not just fighting for survival, we're fighting for our legacy." Chapter 5: The Battle of Los Angeles. The skies above Los Angeles darkened as Draconian ships descended, their immense shadows casting fear across the city. The Resistance was ready. The Sunburst weapon, a massive array of focused energy, was positioned at the heart of their defense. As the battle commenced, the Resistance held their ground against overwhelming odds. The streets were filled with the sounds of blaster fire and explosions. Then came the moment. Sarah activated the Sunburst. The weapon unleashed a brilliant beam of light, cutting through the Draconian ships and disabling their shields. The tide turned, and the Resistance surged forward, pushing the invaders back. Chapter 6: The Final Confrontation. With their forces in disarray, the Draconians retreated to their flagship, a colossal warship hovering over the ruins of the city. Sarah knew this was their chance. "We need to take that ship down," she ordered. A small team, including Marco, boarded a stolen Draconian craft. They navigated through enemy defenses, finally infiltrating the flagship's control center. Inside, they faced the Draconian commander, a towering figure with scales like molten metal. "You are foolish to resist," the commander hissed. "Your kind is destined for extinction." "Maybe," Sarah replied, "but not today." In a fierce battle, they fought with everything they had. Marco fell, covering Sarah as she made her way to the commander's control panel. With a combination of human ingenuity and sheer determination, she triggered the ship's self-destruct sequence. Chapter 7: The Aftermath. As the flagship exploded in a blinding flash, the remaining Draconian forces scattered. The Resistance emerged victorious, their unity and resilience shining as a beacon of hope. In the days that followed, humanity began to rebuild. With the Draconians defeated, Earth was finally free. Memorials were erected for the fallen, and a new era of peace and cooperation began. Sarah stood before the gathered crowd, her heart full. "We have shown them that humanity cannot be broken. We are not just survivors, we are fighters. We will not forget those we lost, and we will continue to stand together, no matter the odds. Epilogue: A New Dawn. Years later, Earth had become a symbol of unity and strength in the galaxy. The stories of the Resistance inspired other worlds facing oppression. Humanity, once on the brink of annihilation, now stood as a formidable force, not just for themselves but as champions for all those who dared to dream of freedom. As Sarah looked to the stars, she knew that this was just the beginning. Together, they would explore the cosmos, forging alliances and spreading the message of hope. Humanity had risen from the ashes, stronger than ever, fighting not just for survival, but for a future where every voice mattered.